What a backdrop, huh? It's a beautiful, beautiful evening. I've brought myself out for a later walk than usual. I've been in the flat all day, brooding, I'll be honest. But here's the thing, it's all down to you. And we know this. We know that ultimately the responsibility for our lives lies solely with ourselves. Sometimes the weight of circumstances can feel so incredibly tough and incredibly heavy to actually deal with. But you decide your life. It has to be that way, because any other way is handing over control of your life to someone else or something. And there's a lot of talk about the resurgence of Christianity in people, and believe me, I'm in that same paradigm, because the West was built on Christian values. It was built on the rights of and responsibility of the individual, and that from pauper to king or pauper to prince, everybody is granted the same level of respect and autonomy. But in a sea of chaos, I think it's hard for people to accept that there are people out there in the world who do want to cause chaos. And I've been talking a lot, and not going into specifics, of taking knocks recently. But I also admit that, that I've been a drama addict, and the responsibility has to fall on my shoulders. And it can sometimes feel incredibly difficult to deal with people. I'm not going to lie. It's why I am living the solitary's life at the moment here in Derbyshire. But funnily enough, as I've been walking towards this beautiful place this evening, I've seen a couple of people walking towards me who have all been sort of lookalikes, funnily enough, of people that I went to school with. And I thought, God, could that be him? Is it him? It looks like him. Should I ask him? I didn't in each case, but it felt comforting, that the people that I don't know what they're doing, but the people that I went to school with, they'll be living their lives, and they'll have boyfriends and girlfriends and husbands and wives and children and dogs and going for nice walks, and they've taken the responsibility, to make their lives as good as possible. And I think a big lesson to learn, frankly, is it feels good to want good things for other people and to rub along well with other people. But it's not easy sometimes. It's when you're living in close confinement, close proximity rather, to other people. I'll be honest, I actually feel a bit claustrophobic sometimes. But I know that being irritated by that or angry about that, I've spoken with quite a few people recently, and they've been asking me questions, different therapists and different people. So, well, have you ever been depressed? And the thing is, I don't actually think that I have. I've been upset, but I think the main thing actually is angry. I've been very, very angry about a lot of different things. And the more that you can let go of those feelings of anger, of resentment, of disappointment even, I think the freer your life will be, and the better you will be able to make decisions that will actually enhance and improve your life. But it's a process, it's a journey, as they say, and it is a long one. It's a lifelong one, really. But, contrition and getting along with people and willingness and openness, these are all powerful and transformative things. So that's what I would encourage you to look at in your life. What are you angry about? What's unresolved in your life? It's sort of the original message that Jordan Peterson actually came out with before he became a professional blubber. You know, on television, just crying at every different thing. And you know, I do tears, I do crying sometimes, and I always find it very cathartic, you know, very releasing. You don't want to be doing it all the time. You don't want to be in a position where you're having to cry all the time. You know, sometimes I find it the best release, but then you want to actually get to a point where you don't need to do that anymore. But you know, Jordan Peterson, I remember in his earliest videos that I watched, was always saying, well, if there's something that you're still, after, you know, 18 months or a few years or whatever, if you're still going over that thing in your head, you need, you need to sort that out, because it ain't benefiting you, mate. It ain't doing you any good. And you want your life to be as good as possible, I believe, don't you? I certainly do. I'm trying. And they always say, another thing that they always say is that it's always darkest before the dawn. And we keep moving. We pull through. We come out the other side of the tunnel. And we make our lives as fucking fabulous as possible. So thank you very much for watching. It's all on you. It's your choice. It's your life. You do with it what you will, and make it fantastic. Please do like and subscribe and share to spread this very important message from me, Martin Pavey, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Ciao for now.